Attention to all American citizens. If you have any trips coming up where you're going to be flying overseas, out of the country, then this is a video you need to pay very close attention to. And why do I say that? Because there are alleged rumors that they are canceling people's passports. And I say allegedly. Why? Because there are tons of videos that have been popping up all over social media with people claiming that their passports have been canceled and their lives have been completely ruined. And case in point, this article from the Daily Dot. Check out the caption. Third voided passport video I've seen. Americans are landing abroad only to learn their passports were quietly canceled. And that little joke right underneath there makes a lot of sense. Meanwhile, it's nearly impossible to cancel a gym membership. And to make things even more crazier, all of the videos, if you watch them, they all have the same exact story. They go on vacation, they land in a foreign country, and they're told their passport has been canceled. And they didn't do the canceling. They are being told altogether that the passports were reported stolen, or in a couple of cases, lost. What's not making a lot of sense is when you show up to the airport in the US and you present your passport, they're letting you board. So then what happens once you're in the air? Because when you land, they stop you and flag you and say there's an alert on your passport. So the one thing I can suggest you do is call the National Passport Office and ask them the question, is my passport valid? Has it been reported stolen? Has it been reported flagged? Has it been reported lost? That might save you a heck of a lot of trouble. But at the end of the day, no matter where you go all over social media, these horror stories are popping up everywhere, and they're finally starting to get some type of exposure. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
If you're an American and you have an international trip coming up, you need to see this because supposedly, allegedly, they are canceling people's passports. And this is one of those things that can ruin your life in real time. There are people that have went on vacation, landed in another country, got off the plane, and then were told their passports were canceled. Not by them. They didn't report it. They didn't lose it. They were told it was marked as lost or stolen. Now, mind you, when you check into the airport in the United States, they're letting you check in. They're letting you get on these international flights. Everything is fine. Mind you, when you land in another country, they're saying that it's an alert on your passport. Now, if you go down the rabbit hole of passport not lost or stolen TikTok, you will see that there are numerous people saying this. So why are people's passports being reported stolen? A man said that he was deported from Thailand. A woman said that she went to Rome and almost couldn't get back to the United States. If she didn't have all of her information, birth certificate, ID, passport, social security card, she would have been a Rome citizen. Now you gotta ask yourself, why are they randomly canceling people's passports? Now you gotta remember this, a lot of people said that they wanted to leave the United States because of things that's going on. They are willing to move out of the United States where they were born and raised because all of these things are going on. I need you to keep that in mind. And now randomly, they're canceling people's passports. Also, people are saying that they've been detained, sent straight back, or forced to rush to the U.S. Embassy to drop off $300 for an emergency passport on the spot. That's panic money. Right now, there's only one thing that you can actually do. Call the National Passport Information Center, have your passport with you, tell them you're calling to confirm whether your passport is valid or flagged, or lost, or stolen. This is where we're at right now. So if you're traveling, please don't ignore this.
I was deported from Thailand, and it's because the American system is failing you in a way that you don't even know about. So on December 28th, me and my girlfriend fly from Miami, Florida, to Doha, Qatar, to Bangkok, Thailand. And upon arrival, I go into immigration, and I'm told that my passport is flagged as lost or stolen by Interpol. So in case you don't know, the only way that it can be marked as lost is if you yourself mark it as lost. You need your social security number, your birth certificate, you need all of your personal information to mark it as lost.
My name is Marcy. I was supposed to be deported from Rome, but thankfully was not, and I'm going to go ahead and explain what's been going on with my passport in a non-vlog style video. So I originally did it in the form of a vlog because I thought that this is a hilarious situation. The circumstances are unbelievable. Like, who would this happen to?
Long story short, a bunch of people have now been coming out talking about how their passports, even though it's legitimate and everything is by the book, they have been being deported from foreign countries and sent back to America because their passports have either been reported stolen or it has been voided. Remember, I made a video and I said, I believe, my theory, I have no proof, but I believe the Iron Curtain goes down after the World Cup. When the World Cup is over, that's when America will show its true face. It can't do that now because it needs all these people to come to America and we need their money. So it's either the World Cup this year or the Olympics next year, but one of the two, the Iron Curtain is coming down. And once it comes down, you will find out that wall in Mexico was never to stop the Mexicans from coming in. It was always to stop Americans from leaving. Don't forget, up to 5 Americans so far. 5 different Americans have gone to Canada to request asylum, only to get arrested by the Canadian police and sent back to America. So if you go to Canada thinking, oh shit, everything is scary here, I'm gonna run to Canada. Nope. Canadians will arrest you and send you the fuck back. Y'all don't understand what's going on. This is the time for second passports. By the way, black people, actually, there's no war in Boston. Say black people, don't worry about it. Black man, go do you. Go get those jeans. Go figure out which girl's gonna be your baby mama. Black girls, don't worry about it. Black man ain't shit. Go get you a white man, pasta lobster. Get that vacation. Everything is all copacetic, baby.
Let's slow this down, because right now a lot of Americans are quietly typing the same thing into search bars late at night. Are U.S. passports being canceled? Not because they're criminals, not because they did anything wrong, but because they feel boxed in. Costs are rising, the future feels tighter, and when people start thinking about options, fear fills the gaps where clarity should be. Here's why this rumor spreads so fast. People don't trust institutions the way they used to. They've watched rules change without warning in other areas of life. So when someone posts a screenshot, a headline, or a story with no context, it lands hard, especially if you already feel broke, burned out, trapped in a system that keeps demanding more while giving less. Fear doesn't ask for facts, it just wants certainty. So let's talk about the actual rule, calmly. The U.S. government does not randomly cancel passports. There is no mass passport cancellation happening. Passports can be revoked or denied under very specific legal conditions. Things like serious criminal charges, large unresolved federal tax debt, certain court orders, fraud during the application process. That's it. Not opinions, not social media posts, not because you want to live abroad. If passports were being canceled broadly, you wouldn't hear it through rumors, you'd see it through courts, policy changes, and official notices. Here's the strategic move most people miss. Instead of asking, can they cancel my passport? Ask, am I clean, documented, and prepared? That means taxes handled, legal issues resolved, passport renewed early, not last minute, copies, backups, timelines. This isn't rebellion. This is adult planning. People who get stuck are usually the ones who wait until pressure forces their hand. If you're watching this and thinking, I should have done this years ago, you're not late. You're early compared to the people who won't wake up until options are actually gone. Calm preparation always beats panic reactions. Always. If this helped you think clearer instead of panic, that's what this channel is for. Like the video so it reaches someone else who needs clarity. Subscribe, not for entertainment, but for long-term thinking in a short-term world. And if you're serious about leaving America the right way, calmly, legally, and without destroying your life, everything I'm actually doing is linked below. No pressure. When you're ready, it's there.